My fiancée texted her friends, "He's a placeholder until I find someone worthy." I saw it. I said nothing. Then I let her plan the entire $120K wedding before canceling the venue payment 48 hours before. Her frantic call to 300 guests explaining why there's no wedding. Original post: I, 31 male, discovered the text 3 months before our wedding. Victoria, 29, left her phone on the coffee table while showering. It buzzed. Her friend group chat preview showed on screen. "Girl, you're hilarious. Poor Derek has no idea." Normally I'd never look, but something about poor Derek made my stomach drop. I picked up the phone. Face ID didn't work, obviously, but the preview showed enough. Scrolled through notifications from the group chat: Queens only. Victoria: "Honestly, Derek's sweet, but let's be real. He's a placeholder till I find someone on my level. His family's money helps though. Wedding of my dreams on daddy-in-law's dime." Victoria: "Already talking to this entrepreneur Matthias. Now that's husband material." Her friends ate it up. Laughing emojis, savage queen comments, advice on keeping me around till she upgrades. I set the phone down exactly as I found it. Went to the kitchen, made dinner like normal. She came out, kissed my cheek, gushed about wedding prep. I smiled, nodded, played along. See, Victoria didn't know something crucial. While my dad was funding the wedding, his gift to us, everything went through me first. Every vendor contract, every payment. Dad transferred the money to my account. I handled the actual transactions. Victoria just picked what she wanted. I made it happen. The wedding was set for September 15th. Today's September 13th. Yesterday, I canceled every single payment that hadn't been processed yet. Venue? Canceled. 48-hour cancellation policy meant full refund. Catering? Canceled. 72-hour policy, full refund. Flowers, photographer, DJ, all canceled. Only lost deposits on the cake and her dress, already purchased. Haven't told Victoria yet. She's at her bachelorette weekend at a resort spa. She gets back tonight. 300 guests are expecting a wedding in 48 hours. There isn't one. Let the games begin. Update 1. She got back from her bachelorette trip at 11 p.m. last night. I was asleep on the couch. This morning, shit hit the fan. 6 a.m. Her phone started exploding. First call was from the venue coordinator. Victoria: "Hi Michelle. Just checking everything's perfect for Saturday." "Miss Victoria, I'm confused. Mr. Derek canceled everything 2 days ago. We've already rebooked the space." The sound Victoria made was indescribable, like a cat being strangled. "What? There must be a mistake." "No mistake. He canceled and we processed the full refund per our policy. We assumed you knew." Victoria hung up and immediately called the caterer. Same story, then the florist, the photographer. Each call, her voice got higher. "Derek! Derek, wake up." I groggily sat up. "Morning, babe. What's wrong?" "Everything's canceled. The venue, the food, everything. Someone canceled our wedding." "Oh yeah," I said, stretching. "That was me." Silence. The kind where you can hear your own heartbeat. "You? What?" I pulled out my phone, showed her screenshots of her texts. "Placeholder? Really? And who's Matthias?" Her face went white, then red, then this weird purple color. "You went through my phone?" It was on the table. Notification showed. "But that's your concern? Not the fact you called me a placeholder?" "Those were private conversations, jokes between friends." "Jokes? You literally said you're using me and my family's money while shopping for my replacement." "I didn't mean it like that. You're twisting everything." "Am I?" Let me read this one back. "Derek's basically a golden retriever with a bank account, loyal, simple, and funds my lifestyle." She started crying, not sad tears, angry tears. "You ruined everything. 300 people are coming. My parents flew in from Europe. The deposits. Your parents can enjoy their trip, maybe visit some museums, and the only deposits lost were on your dress and the cake. About $3,000 total. Consider it a breakup fee. You can't do this. The invitations are set. My cousins are driving up. My coworkers. Sounds like you better start making calls." She grabbed her phone, then stopped. "Wait, how am I supposed to explain this? Tell them the truth, or make something up? Not my problem anymore." "This is insane. Over some girl talk?" "Girl talk where you call me inadequate and discuss my replacement while spending my father's money on a wedding you apparently don't even want." She tried everything then. Tears, begging, threats. Even tried seduction. Seriously, she started unbuttoning her shirt. I just sat there eating cereal. Derek, please, I love you. Those texts were just venting. Every bride gets cold feet. Cold feet is different from actively pursuing another man. Who's Matthias, by the way? Her eye twitched. Nobody. Just someone I met at a networking event. The entrepreneur whose husband material? Stop throwing my words back at me. People say things they don't mean. For 3 months? The texts go back 3 months, Victoria. She switched tactics. Your family will be devastated. Your mom loves me. Already told them. Dad's reaction? Better 3K loss than 120K on a sham wedding. Mom said, and I quote, I never liked her anyway. You told them? When? Last week, after I screenshotted everything and consulted a lawyer about recovering the engagement ring. You want the ring back? It was a gift. Conditional gift in this state, given in contemplation of marriage. No marriage, ring comes back. She threw it at me. Literally chucked it at my head. I dodged. There, take your stupid ring. You're pathetic. This is exactly why you were just a placeholder. There it is. The truth. Finally, she started calling everyone then. Her mom, her sister, her bridesmaids. Each call was dramatic. Derek lost his mind. He sabotaged everything. He's having a breakdown. I started a group text to all my groomsmen. Wedding's off. Victoria's been cheating emotionally and planning to leave me after the wedding. Beers at my place instead on Saturday? They all responded with variations of, thank God, bro, and never liked her. The best part? While she was melting down, her friend Jade from the group chat accidentally revealed something golden. Jade. Girl, this is crazy. What about Matthias? Wasn't he gonna be your date to the reception after Derek left early? Victoria. Jade, shut up. Me. Wait, what? Victoria hung up on Jade. You were planning to bring another man to our wedding? No, she's confused. Victoria, you were going to bring your backup to our wedding reception? She just stared at me, then grabbed her purse. I'm going to my sister's. This isn't over. It's been over since you typed placeholder. But sure, go ahead. She slammed the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. It was our engagement photo. The glass cracked right down the middle. Poetic. Now I'm sitting here, fielding calls from confused relatives, while she's apparently at her sister's house trying to figure out how to explain to 300 people why there's no wedding. My buddy just texted, bro, she's posting on Instagram that you had a mental breakdown. Comments are wild. Time to make my own post, I guess. Update 2. The entitlement escalation has been spectacular. First, the social media war. Victoria posted that I had a complete mental breakdown and destroyed our future over my insecurities. Her friends rallied. Comments about toxic masculinity, fragile egos, how I couldn't handle a strong, independent woman. So I posted the screenshots, all of them. 3 months of her calling me placeholder, discussing Matthias, planning to use the wedding gifts to furnish an apartment she'd get after leaving me. Even the part where she calculated how long she'd need to stay married to keep the gifts without looking too obvious. The comments flipped immediately. Her sister Monica called me screaming about airing private business. I reminded her that Victoria started the public narrative. Can't complain when truth enters the chat. But the real entitlement started with the financial demands. Day 2 after cancellation. Legal threat arrives via email. Victoria's apparently hired some attorney, demanding $42,000 for emotional distress, $8,000 for lost wages from dealing with the cancellation, full wedding costs. She claims she contributed nothing, the ring back after she threw it at me, half the value of gifts we'd already received. My lawyer, my cousin Anthony, who does this stuff for real, laughed so hard he choked on his coffee. Sent back screenshots of all texts, proof of her discussing Matthias as her real future, bank statements showing she contributed $0 to wedding, photos of the ring she threw. I filmed her throwing it, actually. State law on conditional gifts. Then came the family assault. Her dad, Roberto, called me. This man's a real estate broker who thinks he's some sort of mogul because he owns 3 rental properties. Roberto, Derek, let's be men about this. You embarrassed my princess. Make this right. Me. Your princess called me a placeholder while spending my family's money. All women say things. You young men are too sensitive. Did all women also plan to bring another man to their wedding? That's nonsense. Check her texts with someone named Matthias. Long pause. Look, whatever happened, you've caused massive embarrassment. The family flew in from Italy. So take them sightseeing. I'm offering you a chance to fix this. Reinstate the wedding. With a woman who's actively pursuing another man? Pass. Then you'll reimburse us for the flights and hotels. No. I'll sue. For what? I didn't force you to book flights. You're making a powerful enemy, son. I'm really not. He hung up. 20 minutes later, Victoria's mom called crying about how I've ruined her baby's life and demanding I at least pay for a smaller ceremony so they can save face. The friend group went nuclear. These women created a whole Instagram page called Derek the Narcissist, where they posted edited screenshots trying to make me look abusive. Problem? They're idiots. The metadata showed the edits. I reported it, got it taken down in 6 hours. Then came the Matthias revelation. My friend Paul works at the same co-working space as this entrepreneur god Matthias. Turns out, he's married. His company is a failed crypto startup. He's been stringing Victoria along for months with zero intention of leaving his wife. His actual wife is pregnant. I didn't even need to expose this. Victoria found out herself when she ran to him for comfort, and his wife answered his phone. The meltdown texts were incredible. You ruined my life. Matthias was married. This is your fault. If you hadn't canceled the wedding, I wouldn't have needed him. You're evil. I'm gonna be alone forever. My parents hate me now. I responded once. You should have thought about that before calling me a placeholder. Then the real dirty trick started. She called my employer claiming I was mentally unstable and having a breakdown. Fortunately, my boss knows me well. I showed him everything. He actually said, "Dodged a bullet, man." She tried to break into my apartment while I was at work. Building security caught her. She told them she lived there. She didn't, never officially moved in. They called me. I said I didn't know her. She got banned from the building. She contacted my ex from college via Facebook, trying to get dirt on me. My ex sent me the screenshots and said, "This girl's psycho. You okay?" We actually had a good laugh about it. The peak entitlement came yesterday. Wedding day. I'm at home with my boys. We're playing poker, drinking beer, having a great time. Doorbell rings at 2 p.m. It's Victoria in her wedding dress, full makeup, holding a bouquet. What the hell? Derek, it's our wedding day. I'm here. Let's go get married. Are you insane? I know you're hurt, but this is bigger than us. 300 people are expecting a wedding. Victoria, there's no venue. We can go to City Hall. No. You owe me this. I'm standing here in my dress. I'm humiliated. You humiliated yourself when you called me a placeholder. Stop saying that word. She literally stamped her foot in a wedding dress on my doorstep. Victoria, go home. Not until you marry me. You can divorce me tomorrow, but I need to get married today. Why? Long pause. Then she breaks down. I told everyone at work I was getting married. They threw me a huge party, gave me gifts. If I don't get married, I have to return everything and explain why. The entitlement. She wanted to marry me just to save face at work, with full intention of immediate divorce. No, I'll sign a prenup. I'll sign anything. Victoria, you need to leave. I'm not moving until you agree. I closed the door. She sat on my doorstep in her wedding dress for 3 hours. My neighbors took pictures. Someone called the cops thinking she was having a mental episode. When they asked her to leave, she told them I was holding her belongings hostage. The cops knocked. I showed them she'd never lived here, had no belongings here, and was my ex who wouldn't leave. They made her go. But not before she screamed, "You'll regret this. No one will ever love you like I did." My buddy Tyler yelled back, "That's the point." Final update. It's been 3 weeks since the non-wedding. The fallout has been educational. Victoria's work situation imploded. See, she'd been telling everyone she was marrying into money, apparently promised several co-workers jobs at my dad's company. He owns a construction business. When no wedding happened and she had to return gifts, questions started. Someone found my social media post with the screenshots. HR got involved when they realized she'd been lying about basically everything. She wasn't fired, but got demoted from her sales manager position to regular sales. The humiliation was apparently unbearable. She quit. Matthias' situation got worse. His wife didn't just find out about Victoria, she found out about 3 other women. She's divorcing him and taking him for everything. He tried calling me actually, wanting to commiserate about crazy women. I told him to lose my number. Roberto's threats came to nothing. Turns out when he consulted a real lawyer, not his golf buddy who knows law, he was told he had 0 case. They still lost about $4,000 on flights and hotels. He sent me a long email about honor and family that I deleted without reading. Victoria's friend group turned on each other. Jade felt guilty and sent me more screenshots showing Victoria had been planning this for over a year. Before we even got engaged, she'd literally accepted my proposal knowing I was temporary. The other friends turned on Jade for betraying the sisterhood. Their group chat imploded. 2 of them reached out to apologize to me, saying they didn't know how serious it was. My dad was my hero through this. When Roberto tried to badmouth me at their mutual country club, Dad stood up in the middle of the dining room and announced, "My son dodged a bullet. Your daughter is a gold digger who got caught. The wedding money I saved will fund his new business instead." About that, yeah, I used the would-be wedding money to finally start my own consulting firm. Something I'd put off because Victoria always said it was too risky and I should stick to my corporate job. Turns out she just wanted the steady paycheck. The ring? Sold it. Used the money for a trip to Japan I'd always wanted to take but Victoria said was boring. Had the time of my life. Posted photos of me actually happy. She commented, "Must be nice spending our wedding money on yourself." I replied, "My wedding money? There's no our anymore." She deleted her comment. Last I heard through the grapevine, she moved back with her parents, working retail at a department store, telling people I ruined her life over a misunderstanding, started a blog about surviving narcissistic abuse that has 12 followers. Still single. Shocker. Calling yourself too good for everyone doesn't attract partners. The most satisfying moment came last week. Ran into her aunt at a coffee shop. She said, "You know, we all saw it. How she treated you. We're glad you stood up for yourself. Roberto and Patricia needed to see who their daughter really is." I'm doing good. Business is growing. Dating someone new, very casually, taking it slow. She actually knows the whole story. Found it refreshing that I didn't just take disrespect. The wedding venue? They sent me a thank you card. Apparently, the couple who took our spot had been waiting for a cancellation at that location for 2 years. They had their dream wedding because I canceled mine. Funny how that works. My disaster became someone else's fairy tale. Victoria sent one last text yesterday. "I know you hate me, but I want you to know you taught me a valuable lesson about honesty and respect. I'm working on myself." I didn't respond. Some bridges, once burned, don't need rebuilding. The best revenge wasn't the canceled wedding or the public humiliation or her job loss. It was simply refusing to be anyone's placeholder. It was choosing self-respect over saving face. It was 300 people learning exactly who Victoria really was, not through my words, but through her own. Thanks to everyone who reached out with support. To the guys going through similar situations, trust your gut. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't wait for 3 months of screenshots like I did. And if you're someone's placeholder, make room for someone who sees you as the destination. Peace out. P.S. The cake was delicious. My boys and I ate it during our poker game. Worth every penny of that lost deposit.